Florida State enters week 1 of their season as 30-point favorite over Texas State. I've got college football insider Troy West from allplayswin.com to give us his picks on the game. And Troy, I just don't trust the Seminoles on the spread in this one. They covered in just 3 of their games last season. They're without Winston, of course, this year, which will have them working out the kinks on the offense a little bit here for the first couple of games. I'm skipping the spread on this one, Troy.
Yeah, it's a tough game to handicap, but I do believe Florida State, they did lose quite a bit on their offense last year. Obviously, they lose their leader and their game caller and Winston. But if Evan Goldson is indeed the starter, this guy has a lot of game experience with Notre Dame. I think he's a guy that really was underrated at Notre Dame, never really got the credit he was deserved. So if he becomes a starter, this is a senior that knows how to play football. He could get this Florida State offense up to speed in a hurry. We know Dalvin Cook finally got let off the hook. I think he'll be ready to play with a chip on his shoulder, one of the better running backs in college football. And Jimbo Fisher, every year he reloads. He truly reloads his offense. He truly reloads his defense with recruits. I think in the end, Florida State, 30 points is a lot of points, especially week 1. I would put a strong lean that Florida State would cover this game. They're going up against an opponent, Texas State, that really doesn't have much to bring to the table. They're on the road in Tallahassee, very tough place to play. But gosh, if you look at Florida State's schedule again, they don't play anybody until the near end of the season. Hopefully this isn't a letdown game week 1, but if I had to put a final score prediction, I would say it'd be about a 49-14, 49-7 game. So it wouldn't surprise me if Florida State got the cover, but for me, it's just a strong lean.
Now, this is kind of a random question here, Troy, but actually looking at their schedule, I was thinking about the same thing. Do you think that's going to affect them in the playoffs this season? They aren't playing very many tough teams, so it could end up being their ultimate demise.
If they run the table, they'll definitely get in without a doubt. I'm looking at their schedule, and the 2 tough games that they're going to have to play is at Georgia Tech and at Clemson. I would be surprised if they won both of those games, but if they do, I don't think they'll have any problem getting in, but that's a tall task to win both those. They still have Louisville and Miami, but those are home games. But in the end, Florida State, they won so many last-minute football games last year. I don't see that happening again this year. I think they probably lose 2 or 3 games on this schedule, and they're a bowl team, but they're definitely not a playoff team in my opinion.
All right, so you're leaning with FSU then on the spread, but what about a total play here? This number's pretty high. It's at 58. I don't really see Texas State making a lot of points in this game, but I'm not sure they can get over that total.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if Florida State puts in the 42, the 49, and Texas State gets into the the 17s, the 20s, then it's right around that total, and I could definitely see that. If I put a lean on it, I would lean on the over just because Florida State's defense at home can be extremely tough. This is a team that's got a lot of speed. I don't think Texas State will be ready to match that team's speed. So it wouldn't surprise me if Texas State only put up a 7, if not even a big 0. So I would lean on the under at the 58 point, absolutely.
All right, Troy West, thanks again for the insight. Now we're a week away from the season. Tell us about what you've got planned over at allplayswin.com.
Yeah, thanks. We're gearing up next week. Here we go. I couldn't be more excited for college football to begin. We've got an outstanding card going week 1 in college football. Come take a look at what we're doing. We're 21-5 right now on bestsportspickstoday.com. That's #1 of any handicapper out there. We're doing great things, 21-5 throughout the month of August. Come take a look at what we're doing at allplayswin.com. I truly believe it's a breath of fresh air out there.
All right, we're looking forward to it, Troy. Thanks again.
Thanks, guys.